Okay, let's get right to it. There's a massive blind spot in retail media, and it's costing you, well, billions. We're talking about your biggest, most valuable, and most ignored media channel. And no, spoiler alert, it's not your website.
A blind spot? Alex, that's putting it mildly. It's a complete absurdity. I mean, just look at these numbers. For most big retailers, a whopping 80% of sales, they still happen in a physical store. So where's the media budget going? 85% of it is getting dumped into digital. The whole thing is completely upside down.
Exactly. And here's the line that should be echoing in your CFO's office. You're monetizing the 15% of your business while ignoring the 85%. Think about that. You are building these incredibly complex, sophisticated systems to squeeze every last drop out of the 15% that happens online, while the other 85%, the lion's share, is just treated like a rounding error. And you know why? It's all because of this artificial wall our own industry built. On one side, you've got retail media. That's the cool stuff, right? Digital, measurable, all about performance. And then over on the other side, you've got shopper marketing. That's the physical, squishy budget for, cardboard cutouts. This false binary, this separation, it's the root of the entire problem. Exactly. So let's just blow that idea up right now. Let's get crystal clear about what we actually mean by in-store media today. This isn't your grandfather's shopper marketing. We're not talking about cardboard and clipboards. We're talking about a fully digitized, programmable environment. Right, let's get into the tech. First up, digital endcaps. You know those cardboard displays at the end of the aisle? Rip them out, replace them with dynamic screens. Now the content can change based on the time of day, what's in stock, or even the loyalty data of the shopper who's literally walking by at that moment. And then you've got smart cooler doors. I mean, picture this, transparent LCD screens on the refrigerator doors. They can play video ads as you walk up, and, this is the key part, they can actually measure how long you stand there if you interact. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi concept. Albertsons has more than 15,000 of these things live right now. And don't forget the highest engagement point in the whole store, the checkout line. We're talking about networks of screens at self-checkout and the regular lanes where you have a completely captive audience for, 2 to 5 minutes? It's the perfect spot to trigger that last-minute impulse buy and get that sweet, sweet last-click attribution. So here's the big takeaway, the thing you have to understand. It's not broadcast, it's narrowcast. A single store isn't just one channel anymore. It's hundreds of little microchannels. Think about it. The screens in the baby aisle can be running diaper ads specifically on a Tuesday morning because the data shows that's when parents are shopping. It's targeted, it's addressable, it's real media. Okay, which brings us to the elephant in the room. The big objection that has held this whole space back for a decade, right? Measurement. The classic question, how in the world do you prove that a screen in aisle 7 actually made someone buy something? And for years, that was the go-to excuse, wasn't it? It was the perfect reason to underinvest. It's why the shopper marketing budget was always seen as so squishy. Everyone said, well, we just can't measure it like we can a digital click. Well, I'm here to tell you that excuse is officially dead. It's dead. And it's dead because the IAB has finally stepped in and standardized how we measure this stuff. And it's actually pretty simple. It's a 2-pillar system. Pillar 1, opportunity to see. Think of it as the in-store version of an impression. We can now measure it. Pillar 2, closed-loop sales lift. This is the magic. It directly links seeing the ad to the actual purchase data from the register. And look, this isn't just some theory on a PowerPoint slide. Check out this number. A major CPG brand, a big one, ran ads on those cooler screens in 250 Kroger stores. And the result? A staggering 14% sales lift. That's compared to control stores that didn't have the ads. 14%. So let's just say that again. Attribution, clean. Incrementality, proven. You can now walk into that budget meeting and have the same data-backed confidence for an in-store screen that you've always had for a search campaign. This isn't just an evolution. The game has officially changed. Okay, so with the whole measurement problem solved, we can finally stop thinking in these ridiculous silos. We can start building unified strategies. And the most powerful way to do this is what we call the 3-screen strategy. It's all about connecting the dots across the entire customer journey. Right. The modern path to purchase isn't a straight line. It flows across 3 key screens:
It all starts in the living room, on the couch with connected TV. That's for awareness. Then it moves to the phone in their pocket for reinforcement, for retargeting. And where does it end? It culminates right there in the aisle, at the moment of truth, with the in-store screens.
Let's make this super tangible. Let's say you're launching a new beverage brand, okay? Week 1, you hit them with a CTV ad to build awareness of your new flavor. Week 2, you retarget the exact same viewers on their phones with, say, a cool recipe video. Then, week 3, when that shopper actually walks into the store, bam, the cooler screen they're looking at shows them that exact product with a big, now available message. See? You're not just reaching them anymore, you are actively guiding them all the way to the purchase.
Okay, so this is where it all comes together. This brings everything to a head. For every retail exec, every brand manager watching this right now, there is a very clear and I'd say very urgent strategic choice you have to make. And really, there are only 2 paths forward from here.
Path 1 is the legacy path, the comfortable path. You treat your stores like they're just distribution centers. You keep all your teams in their cozy little silos, and you keep pouring all your energy into monetizing that same 15% of the business that's online. Or there's path 2. You start treating your stores like the incredibly powerful media channels they actually are. You unify your commerce strategy, you finally activate your largest audience, and you prove that incrementality right there at the shelf.
So look, the big takeaway here is this. Physical retail isn't dying. It's digitizing. And if you are still treating your store like it's just a warehouse, instead of the programmable media environment it has become, you are leaving your single biggest asset sitting on the table. The question isn't if this is going to scale anymore. The only question left is whether you'll be ready when it does.